Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Baker Mayfield and the Tennessee Titans.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd.
First down throw for Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Roughing the passer defense. Oh, why are we doing this?
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. We'll look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Winston. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. This is Derrick Henry, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
Good job.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
At the Colts.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7. First down, Tennessee.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He's just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
They'll give Henry another shot. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown. They'll start with the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Winston's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll get this one to Pittman. To give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost
see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Now a carry from Mack. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You get down near the goal line. This is what.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he gets it down to the 32. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
He's tackled at the 30.
1st down carry for Henry, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. So a big play before the end of the half to get him in. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 10.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Tennessee.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his... They'll start on the ground with Mack. They'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. Settled by Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. They'll run the screen with Mack. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Outside here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. touchdown. And the Colts are an extra. A first down throw for Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, 4th quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. That he just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's into the clear. 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He's got Burton here. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Trey Burton. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A full return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
From the gun, Winston shoves him aside. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here.
Winston's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the end zone, touchdown, Indianapolis.
I know Paul Revere talked about.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try to run for the first from Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Derrick Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
on 3rd down, Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Play fake. Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing up. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Titans,